Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gerard and this is the Euro way. That's right, the road to Bilbao leads us here in the city of Lyon as United prepare to take on French giants, Olympique Lyonnais. But of course, before we get into anything football, we're in a new city and we've got plenty of time to explore. Let's go. As you can hear the roar, we are in the Groupama Stadium ready for kickoff. There's only a couple minutes until then, but like I said, big game today for United. I think the most important thing for us is the decision making. The decision making is going to be key to winning this game, and leaving here without a win is, I just don't think we can't allow it. You know, we want to make it further, we want to make it into that semi-final, potentially into that final. This is where we can't make any more mistakes. You know? Again, decision making. We've seen it cost us other games. We've seen it cost us a lot of goals. So hopefully today we can figure it out, get a few goals on the score sheet. Like I said, likewise, Lyon are not going to be an easy team to get past, and their forward line says a lot about them. They've gone for pace, Mikatati up top, with either side of him, Ryan Cherki, Thiago Almada. They're looking to exploit our weaknesses because we don't have the paciest back line, to be quite honest with you. So you have to look out for that threat. But I feel like United are going to lead here with a win. I'm going for a 3-1 win. Hopefully we can just clean up here, clean up at Old Trafford, book our spot in the semi-final. But we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. Let's get into the game.
Alright, we're trying something new in this video. Instead of just dropping the clips that I've picked up, I want to talk you through the game and exactly how I was feeling at different points during it. United were coming into this game not in the greatest form, and being the away side, I was expecting us to be on the back foot for the majority of the game. The main talking point prior to the match was the war of words between Onana and Matic, and it did play on the travelling United fans' confidence because he knew it was inviting unnecessary pressure. So, with Lyon winning a free kick in a dangerous area and Thiago Almada's cross being misjudged by Onana, it's fair to say that neither fan base was particularly surprised that United would concede at the fault of their keeper. Another mistake for Onana, and what's most frustrating about it is that United had looked the better team up to that point, with Lyon taking a bit of time to get into the game. Lyon's slow start meant that they didn't manage to further capitalise on our mistake. However, for us, we had managed to threaten their defence with our set pieces, and just before half time, we managed to get ourselves an equaliser. I think I speak for all of us in saying that we were happy to hear the half-time whistle, plus the excitement of getting an equaliser made me completely forget about the goal we had conceded. But Lyon would start to find their feet in the second half, constantly working the ball well in the final third, getting past their defence, with them really just struggling to find the target. United would need some changes, making key substitutions that really helped us shift the momentum of the game. One of those changes being Joshua Zirkzee, who would head home from Bruno's pinpoint cross, putting them one goal away from my 3-1 prediction. Like any other United fan, I felt like I was on cloud 9, while simultaneously having my heart in my mouth as we tried to cling on for the last few minutes. Unfortunately for us, Lyon's constant pressure and resilience eventually paid off as they managed to get a goal with what ended up being the last kick of the game. Alright, we are at the halfway point in the tie. Lyon 2, United 2. Frustrating one. It feels like we've been robbed of what could have been the most ideal away day victory, and not in the sense of that Lyon were undeserving of anything, more in the sense of, as an away team, you come there, comeback victory, late goal, you go home with a positive result, like you ticked all the boxes, but just a lapse of concentration, literally the last kick of the game, and now you've given them a route back into the tie. I'll be real. The first goal, I think, is all Onana. Nothing else you can say about that one. But the second one, I'm a bit more disappointed in the defending. I feel like we dived in countless times, 3, 4, 5 times, tried to defend the shot. Maybe again, like the players are so worried about Onana that they're just thinking, I can't let them get a shot off. If we looked at the 3 or 4 shots they had just before in the same kind of area where they've cut it back into that area of the box, they didn't really do too much damage. But yeah, I said we just looked desperate. We got to the end of the game, we looked desperate. We looked like a team that had never been able to defend. We looked like a team that's never defended a 1-goal lead late on into a game. Like, you could tell. You see it on all of the players' faces and with how they're throwing their bodies at it. And then, again, when the shot's been taken, why has no one reacted? Fair enough, maybe you expected more from Onana, fair enough, but no one's reacted, and we've seen it countless times this season, that everyone's flat-footed, the first person to the ball's the opposition, and just like that is 2-2. We constantly talk about decision-making, we constantly talk about lapses of concentration, yet we get to these big games and all those things seem to crop up for the wrong reasons. So, yeah, I don't know why. I don't think we can sit there and think we're going to go on to win this Europa League if we can't sort these things out. And the second leg of this tie is going to be the biggest test of that. If we can finally sort our lives out and make some better decisions and just stay switched on, but we'll have to wait and see. On a positive note, though, it is nice to see that Mainoo's back on the pitch. I think he's a midfielder that we've definitely missed, and now that he's bulked up a bit, maybe the ideal option in midfield. And yeah, alongside that, Yoro performing well, Zaxi getting a goal, Bruno being Bruno. It's nice to see these positives, and this is what makes us sit here and think we have hope as well. So, yeah, that's going to be all from me here in Lyon. It's been a pleasure. City was lovely. It was nice to explore. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.